right, we're headed out. Shalom, Chavarim. Man, it is our last day here. In fact, this is literally my last hour. I am taking my last kayak ride, and the sun is out, finally. We did not have sun very much while we were here. A little bit the first day, and then I maybe peeked out once or twice on the second day, and we've pretty much had rain and cold weather and lots of wind for the rest of the trip. And you know, yeah, there was a couple of times where I was tempted to complain, and maybe even did in my mind, but right away Abba just reminded me of the beautiful blessings. So I'm just going to take a nice slow float down the river. I don't have any notes on the kayak, or I don't have my Otiot cards, but we are going to do some Otiot talking, of course. At the end of the video, I'm going to stitch on a couple of my favorite moments from our trip. Whoa, what was that? Probably was a turtle. If you remember in my video about roots, where I used the example for the word yareh, which is Yod, Resh, Aleph. The root for that word is just Yod, Resh, Yar, or you could say Yer. But I want to talk about that word because if you remember, I was saying about how if you take the Aleph at the end of Yareh and instead you put it in the heart of the word in the middle, it is the word for river, which I am floating down right now. The root word, when it's just Resh Yod, is the hands of man. You're taking matters into your own hands. Your own thoughts, what your own thoughts cause you to do. We have our own thoughts, you know. That's why the concrete meaning for the word, if you remember, for Yar is throw, because you are doing something that is coming from your own thoughts. I am thinking to paddle this kayak right now. I am thinking about, you know, how there might be a gator next to me every once in a while. I will think about when it's time for me to turn around. So it's not always in the negative sense, but if we leave everything in our own hands, eventually trouble will come. When you put Aleph in the middle of the word, it is the word for river, because a river is completely in the hands of Yahweh, created by Yahweh, and that's what makes a river flow. So a river is active, you know, that is the Yod. The Yod is action. And so a river is active, not by the hands of man. It is completely in the hands of Elohim. Ever since we've been out here on this river, I have been thinking nonstop about that lesson alone. Just how everything is in his hands. And when we're yoked to him, even our own thoughts just will be guided and led by him. Wow. The wind is really strong. Even though the sun hasn't been out, and when we were here last time, which was actually 2 years ago, in my video I said a year ago, time really flies. But 2 years ago, we came in the middle of December, and it was just unbelievable. And so we got spoiled, you know, we had expectations, and it was crazy weather for December. But even though we've had a colder, rainier, and windier time, it has not stopped Abba from revealing himself through his amazing creation around here. Yesterday, even though it was really cold, we went out on these clear kayaks. They're kayaks that are completely clear. The bottom of the kayaks were just a little bit scuffed up, so my footage isn't as good. Last time we were here, we took out a glass bottom boat, and in the glass bottom boat you could see the springs, and they're literally all down this river. And in one of my videos I put a little snap of the kids and Ryan jumping in at the head springs. But there's literally springs all along this river, and it's so cool. It's so awesome at the bottom of this river. There's so many different places, and it's all beautiful. Sometimes it's just sand, and sometimes there's these beautiful plants growing, and sometimes there's really cool rocks and vents, and I'm gonna stitch, a lot of that to the back end of this video. There's just something about the crystal clear pureness of this water. Nobody's keeping it clean besides Elohim. The reason why this river is so crystal clear and pure and beautiful is because it's completely in the hands of Elohim. The water is continuously coming out of the earth. And it's so amazing to think about. And everything in his creation is functional. That's what he said, during creation. He kept on saying after every day that he created, he saw that it was good. That word good, tov, it means functional. Good and bad really means functional and dysfunctional. Same thing with good and evil. Psalm 1 talks about, being like a tree planted near water. And there's a couple scriptures like that. It's so interesting because it starts off by saying, Baruch, blessed are those who do not walk in the counsel of the wicked. The ways of the world, those who are going their own way, leaning on the understanding of the world. Those who follow the Father's teachings and walk in his ways will be like a tree planted by waters. A river. There's lots of different words used. I don't think that the word there in that scripture is actually yar. Mem, yod, mem is waters. I think that's the word in that scripture, but I don't know. All right. I don't think I can keep floating or it's going to be too long to get back. So talking about how all the word connects to each other. This is really cool. That scripture that I'm talking about when it says, Baruch, blessed are those who do not walk in the counsel of the wicked. Instead, they walk in the counsel of the Father, walk in his teachings by his Torah, because they know that his ways are good. And they will be Baruch, and they will be like a tree planted by water. Why? Because you never go thirsty. You're continuously being given drink, being purified and cleansed. His word washes away the words of the world, especially his pure speech, the Otiot. It's so pure that it washes away the understandings of the world. And of course, we know that that all connects to the meaning of, being washed by the blood of Yeshua, what he did for us, his work, what he does, the living word. It's all connected. There's my little buddy waiting for me. He missed me. Didn't you, my little puppy? Oh, I love you. I guess he just wants to keep reminding us about how simple it is. How simple his ways are when we just let him be in control. The yoke is easy and the burden is light. It's as easy as the understanding of a river. Abba Father is in control. We don't need to worry. We don't need to take matters into our own hands. We just stay yoked to him by his word, his ways. And we do that through seeking a relationship with him. If we're seeking, we'll find. What is happening with our mishpacha is so special. And it's all his doing. And he's doing it all through his living word. He's gathering us together in fellowship with him and with each other.
Cool. Woo. Adios, amigos. I'm getting dang.
How's the canoe, Zoe?
It's great. It like glides.
Hey, bud.
Hi.
Saying hi to me. It's a double wing wave. Hello. You're such a nice birdie. What did you name the bird?
I named it Charlie.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Echo.
Are you gonna come for a ride with me? I got my own film going on in here. Cool flower. And I'm about to get attacked by the tree.
Crash.
Bumper boats. What is she doing?
She's like going back to bed.
She's taking a nap. Well, hello.
Just coming on board for a little refreshment. I like when our boats are together.
5 birds in one shot. This looks like a really fun place to get out and walk. Wow.
Gonna bump me.
Okay, we're going in there. Hello guys, I'm singing in the rain. No?
It's raining, it's pouring, the river is snoring. And it's not active, and now we're all down.
Ready? High five. Okay. Going in the path where the alligators are. Look at all this awesome sand. Did you hear that? Might be an otter. We're on a clear kayak.
But we're also going to be fighting a little bit of wind.
Hi! And here is the bottom of our kayak, which we can see through. That is Rainbow River down there. What's up, dude? Oh, okay. No time for chatting. Oh, somebody's got to be paddling. Whoops. All right, so Zoe.
Yes.
This is cool, huh? Give me a smile. What is it? Is it a gator?
Please no.
Maybe it's the gator that ate the cormorant in our backyard. Let's get this crash on film. Zoe, maybe you could steer us away from the crash. Hello.
That was a hammock.
Take it out.
Maybe a gator attack.
Do this every day?
Cool.
You are lucky,
Man, that is so gorgeous.
So up here on the left is a very small spring.
Tree planted by water.
You're gonna keep on saying that, aren't you?
Yeah. That's
I got
what
that on
Abba
film.
is
You're like-
talking to me
you're
about
like-
this week. Ooh, got a big fish.
Did you see it? Oh my
Look at
gosh.
the springs. Do you see them?
It looks like little jellyfish.
Do you see them, Zayden?
Yeah. It looks like little jellyfish.
Do you see where all that sand is coming up, Zayden?
Yeah.
That's
That is so cool.
a natural spring.
Zay, get in here. Oh my gosh, I'm scared of gators.
So we go. There's no gators. All right, look at me, guys.
Please don't let them eat any gators.
Try to get
Let's explore. Let's
Dive down and feel
see. Guys, look at all the sand.
Who's gonna dive down and feel it? I'll take a video.
I will.
Okay.
I want to do it. Can I take a picture? I have no idea where it
Do you
is.
see Dad?
No, I don't see Dad. Oh, yep, I see Dad. Gosh.
Okay, Zoe's gonna go touch the spring.
I want to make a gator check first.
What? Go.
How
Best
cool is
birthday
that?
ever. It's an underwater cave.
Oh, there's a fishy.
Look at Zoe.
I'm gonna
No, like say words. I don't feel like singing. Guys, what do you think? Should I sing a song tonight? With my ukulele?
Yes, I cannot wait.
You
wherever you
can't
are.
really see it on the camera. Not in your way home. Wow, look at that spring. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. How cool is that?
That looks like a really fun place to swim.
We need to swim here too.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. There we go.
Found it. The fish like it. They're like, ooh, a tummy rub.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
Who's gonna go down and get that one?
Boy.
Oh no. I got the girl, you get the boy.
Can we see him?
This one's Speck. This one's Speckle. Speck and Speckle. Yep, they're both tree frogs. One stroke. We made it. One stroke. One stroke. We made it. Oh my God. Zach, vicious. Oh. What's he doing here? Oh my God.
Jackie, get those fishes.